Here's some variants I made on chess.com. So, yeah, I just wanted to showcase some variants I made. Let's go! First up, extra chess. Chess, but with a 12 by 12 board, and it introduces two new pieces. The general, which combines the movement of the king and the knight. So essentially, the general will move like this. And like, let's say the general is right here. Here, the general's movement kind of makes it look like a pound sign of some sort. Like, look. I'm not joking. Look, 3x3 area, add the knight's movement. This is where the general is. That's the general's movement. And the camel, a well-known fairy piece that moves like an elongated 3-1 knight. So let's say the camel's right here. 1, 2, 3, turn. Basically a knight, but more long ranged. So yeah. And pawns can promote to a bishop, a camel, a general, a knight, a queen, or a rook. I also recreated Blunderfish 64's version of horsepower chess, where basically chess, but every single one of the pieces have horsepower, or allowing them to move like themselves and like a knight. The knight, oh yeah, by the way, if you're wondering, the knight moves like a knight, but in an infinite amount of turns. So, oh yeah. So yeah. However, yeah, there's one flaw about the Knight Rider. It's that while it can't jump over pieces, it gets blocked off when a piece is on its controlled square. If this pawn wasn't right here, this would have been check. No, matter of fact, it would have been mate because of the other Knight Rider. So if this pawn weren't here, it would have been checkmate. And the rest of the movement patterns are pretty predictable. Well, the princess or the archbishop combines the bishop and knight. The chancellor or the empress combines the movement of the rook and the knight. The general combines the movement of the king and the knight. And the Amazon combines the movement of the queen and the knight. And fun fact about these pieces, specifically the Amazon and the princess, is that these two pieces can checkmate by themselves. Like, matter of fact, let me just like show you. Okay, and now, okay, I'm gonna show you. First, the princess, you see these little squares? These squares are perfect for checkmating the enemy king. The knight moves stop the king from moving to the dark squares that it controls. The king has 3 escape squares, and all of them are blocked off by this one piece. Movement pattern kind of looks like this. Yes. And also, the same with the Amazon, but it's even more overpowered. Because usually, let's say a queen is right here and the king is right here. The queen is right here and the king is right here. Usually this would be stalemate, since the queen is a knight move away. But now that the queen controls all the squares a knight move away, now the queen can checkmate like this. And like this. And like this. You can tell the Amazon is strong, right? A racing variant. Basically, you need to race your kings to get to these 2 center squares. Here's whoever's king makes it there first wins. And this was inspired off of a variant that I saw in Croissant's video. You should really check out Croissant. He's a very cool chess YouTuber. And I made it so you can capture your own pieces and you can place them back down. So, yeah. Your opponent's pieces are stopping you. You constantly so you need to do what you can and to stop them from getting to the center. Once the king makes it to the center, then you win, basically. Like, look, the kings are just racing. It's not just whoever gets there first, because you can also control those squares. But those squares are basically necessary to survive, because it's really, really hard to checkmate with these pieces I gave you. This game mode also introduces 3 new pieces. The Furs, the Wazir, and the Dababa. The Furs moves like a bishop, but only 1 square, making the Furs' movement look like this. The Wazir is like the Furs, but with a rook, making its movement look like this. And to the right as well. I don't know why I can't do that. And the Dababa jumps 2 squares in 1 direction. Jumps 2 squares like a rook. This is a recreation of Blunderfish64's video, Chess but with an Amazon. The piece that combines the queen and the knight. Wait, you know how strong this piece is? Like, your opponent might not even realize it, but with this piece, it is so easy to checkmate, except this Amazon is royal. Like, if this Amazon wasn't royal, going here, like, the king protects this pawn, which is why you can't just checkmate. And yes, the Amazon can be checked, and while it is hard, the Amazon can be checkmated. As seen in Blunderfish64's video. Oh, I missed the opportunity to grab a free queen. So yeah, this piece is very strong, so it can just gobble up your entire army with nothing you can do about it. But there is a weakness. Since there's only 1 Amazon here, that 1 piece is the Amazon. If you are black in this position, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 pass. You have 5. You have 8 passed pawns, which easily allows you to make a few new queens. Except the Amazon is kind of too strong, so the Amazon still might just be able to stop it, no matter what you try to do. I know I'm playing as if black is an idiot, but, like, yeah. Checkmate. This is why I love the Amazon, man. It's so strong. This is a random weird variant of chess I made for fun. Basically, chess playing needs castle. Whoever castles first, wins. That's just it. So if you're playing white and you know the goal, you basically just win. Like I trust you if you play this variant. There is like a 90% chance this is how all the games are going to go. E4, E5, bishop C4, bishop C5, knight F3, knight F6, and then O checkmate. And by the way, I'm pretty sure this doesn't count for the Castle Victory Award. So while you technically did beat your opponent by castling, that's not how it works. Yeah. So you technically beat your opponent by castling, but, you know, yeah. This is trapped chess, where your king is trapped in the corner. And this variant introduces a lot of new pieces. As you know, there's the knight in default chess and the camel, which we covered earlier, and the camel and the dababa, which we covered earlier. But there's also the alfil, which is like a dababa, but instead of moving like a rook, it moves like a bishop. Essentially making its movement, and yeah, it jumps over pieces, lands right here. And there's also the wildebeest. This piece is actually very strong because this piece can checkmate by itself. Not on an empty board, but because there's pieces blocking the king. Like, this piece can checkmate in one move. No, two. Wait, no, yeah, I think it's just one move. I think it's just one. Anyway, yeah. Your goal is to get your piece to the enemy. Your goal is to get your piece to the enemy king. And make sure that you trap it. Oh yeah, by the way, outfields are like very uncoordinated. Or something. I don't know. Outfields jump 2 squares, which means on the diagonals. Yeah, outfields and dababas and any piece that replicates their movement is color bound. And and also fun fact, the camel is also color bound. And yeah, the camel, a piece with mobility, like a piece with hella mobility is color bound. I know, it's something you can't comprehend. So yeah, these pieces, let's just say, they're a little bit overpowered in certain situations. And lastly, general chess. But instead of having a royal king, you have a royal general, which we covered before, moves like a knight and a king. So yeah. Oh yeah. To make this easier, I made it so it's crazy, so that means you can place down pieces that you capture on the board. So yeah. Like, it really doesn't matter if a piece is defended. It doesn't matter if a piece is defended, because either way, if it's a strong piece, you'll be able to place that piece down later. So, might I suggest is saving up pieces and don't sacrifice your own unless absolutely necessary. So yeah, those are some chess variants I came up with. And fun fact, pretty sure most of these variants I came up with were just made at school. And this isn't even all of them. I have like an entire list of just like goofy variants. So yeah, bye.